Welcome, it's Evanus57 here. I'm back on a little interesting game here, Xmorph Defense. It's a kind of hybrid shooter tower defense game, and they just had a DLC pack here in the beginning of March that is free for the survival mode. You do have to own the base game though, but this will be a quick overview of the achievements for it, and hopefully we'll get a couple different ones. So let's take a look real quick at the available achievements. There's another 500 gamer score worth of achievements specifically for the free survival mode. Currently all of them are diamond, so very few players actually have them at the moment. You have one for surviving 5 waves in survival mode, and then surviving 10 and surviving 15. Those achievements do have a actual progress tracker on them, so that's pretty cool. The ones that I am not sure if they do have a progress tracker or not are always remember your first. It's easier than it looks. I'm getting better at this. And then the hardcore Olympic Games. So those are the ones that it does not seem to have a tracker for. And of course you also have explosions everywhere for destroying 5,000 enemy units in survival mode, destroy 10,000 enemy units in survival mode, and destroy 20,000 enemy units in survival mode. So we'll see if those actually have a progress tracker. I'll show you what survival mode is, and we're going to try and get in this guide. Should be very easy to get Bring Me More. Probably will get the I Will Not Die. And then also we will get the You Always Remember Your First. So this will serve as a guide for those 3 settings, or those 3 achievements. I don't know which one we'll make progress to, but we will try for some sort of medal. I believe that it is easier than it looks. Could be a little bit buggy because right now it's at 0.00% of gamers have it. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit interesting to see how the point structure works. I wasn't able to find any information on this game, so I'm going in a little bit blind as far as the DLC pack goes. But I believe what happens is if you earn a silver medal, it does not count for bronze. If you earn a gold, it doesn't count for silver. So you may have to shoot specifically for a bronze medal. The only real drawback with this game is the co-op mode is local, it is not online. So if you have the base game, you'll have this DLC pack. Obviously, once you beat the Canada mission, you unlock, US and then Russia, Mexico, Egypt. So there's basically 5 different maps that you can play on. I'm just going to do the very first one, which is the Canada mission on difficulty normal. You may want to set up specifically, but since we're going for multiple achievements, and I'm not a bad player at this game. Not the best, obviously, but not a bad one. We're going to keep it on difficulty normal, which is pretty much the default, because you don't get any penalty to your score, so you should be able to have an easier time actually going for the silver and gold medals. And it'll give you a little bit of a quick tutorial in game if you've never played this mode yet. I'm just going to fast forward real quick. Now survival is different. This is not your normal mode. Alright? You don't get infinite build time, and you don't get all of your upgrades. So when the match starts, it'll go ahead and show you which upgrades that you have. They are pretty nice to give you the plasma weapon and the bomb weapon. So that's pretty much enough to do anything. Quickly go into ghost mode if you're not familiar with it. Look at the map and you can see all the possible attack routes that enemies have. The goal, as always, is to build as much of a maze as possible for enemy units, and to try and get them to all funnel in from like 1 or 2 attack directions. So on this map we don't have a lot of options as far as building a maze goes. I'm just going to quickly combine paths here. We're going to force everything to funnel in on one path, and eventually I'll force them to come down here and come up through there so that I can force everything into one choke point. That'll be a little easier for the later waves, but for right now I'm just going to focus on putting up another turret in their path there. And this first wave, everything is coming from this direction. I played this once before and it was random, just so you guys know. Enemies were coming from that path as well. And this time when I logged in and loaded the map, they're both coming from this direction. So, yeah. Couldn't tell you why that's the case, but that is the case.
Buggy's joining the strike team, targeting hostile air units.
And then you just go and play through the waves.
Advancing to target rapidly.
So, pretty much, as always, it's like the campaign. For anybody who's played the campaign, dropping in and out of ghost mode is going to be key. Not dying and protecting the core as much as possible is going to be key, which on normal difficulty with only plasma towers, not exactly the easiest thing to do.
Defenses are too strong. Ground assault is taking a beating.
That's where these bombs do come in handy, and you do have a dark matter bomb on that first wave. So now we can choose an upgrade for whatever you want. Debris collector range, time warp for the bomb, or artillery towers. I'm a super big fan of artillery towers, so we'll take the artillery tower. 30 seconds. That's all we have to build. There's no way to slow that down or anything. But 30 seconds isn't too terribly bad. They're coming in from that direction, and they're coming in from this direction. So what I'm going to do is quickly build 2 towers real quick there. And we'll change their attack path just a bit, making it a little bit longer.
Mobile mission support unit reporting for battle.
Alright, so now you have to contend with your anti-air, or basically fighter jet units. And we're going for as much score as possible, so I don't want to die, and I don't want the core to take too much damage. The more damage the core takes, and the more times you die, the less we're going to actually get as far as points are concerned. Luckily, though, as we've already established, using bombs works out pretty well against those units. Little light units don't really survive the bombs very much, but the fighter jets can be a major pain in the royal rear end until you get the fast health regen upgrade. Try and grab as much of the debris as you can.
Ground units experiencing casualties. Do you copy?
The more debris or salvage that you can collect before the wave starts, the better. Core shockwave or laser towers. Well, again, I'm a fan of tower type, but the core shockwave could come in handy a bit. We'll put up laser towers. You also can't see what enemies are coming on those different attack paths, so just keep that in mind. It's going to make it a little more difficult than before. That unit I'll switch to artillery, and we'll build another unit right in the middle there. Switch him to laser. Every wave you go through is going to get increasingly difficult.
Thanks, joining the attack.
So micromanaging your resources and everything is going to be a relatively high priority. APCs are annoying, super frickin' annoying. Mainly just because of the amount of damage that they can do to your fighter. At least you can charge your plasma line weapon, and it provides you a frontal shield. I might have to use the dark matter bomb. Without your upgrades, they really wreck the core health pretty quick.
Light mobile squad reporting. Advancing to target rapidly. We're taking heavy alien fire.
Core health at 25%.
Squads on the ground are getting...
I might should have actually taken the core upgrade there. Alright. We'll play that a little bit better. This is just a first look. Obviously, this isn't you have to follow my strategy. You can use whatever strategy works best for you. You can lower the difficulty if you want to get through a higher number of waves. But it's always going to be the first couple waves when you have basic fortifications, basic towers. That's what's going to be the most difficult. So we can get missiles or faster repair time. Oh, that's a toss-up. Missiles are really good at taking down fighters, but I'm not seeing the upgrade that I want.
We need more firepower. Authorizing additional assault squads in Kill Box 109er. Regroup and continue the attack.
Alright, well, I'm going to bring down this building right here to try and change that attack path. Force them to go all the way around, which will buy a little bit more time.
Light mobile squad reporting. Advancing to target rapidly. Light ground forces on site. Commencing attack. Armor squad ready to deploy. The hit is coming.
Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Wrong fence. Oh, come on, take down the fence. Because your core health does not regen, unfortunately. Unlike on the easier modes in the campaign where your core health regened, your core health does not regen in this particular area, so you really don't want to take damage.
Ground team Zulu and Tango not responding. Probably KIA. Mobile AA support units prepare to fight. Initiating air superiority mission.
And I already died once.
Contact!
That's going to be a lower thing on points.
Mobile anti-air entering the battle zone. Targeting alien air units.
Come on, shoot at me. Like I said, not the best. Trying to take these things down, but armored APCs are really annoying. I need to get my laser weapon.
Forces under heavy fire. Buggies joining the strike team. Targeting hostile air units. Heavy column destroyed.
So for the get 10 waves completed and 15 waves completed, I'll probably try and find you guys a different map to do.
Ground team Zulu and Tango not responding. Probably KIA.
No.
We're taking heavy alien fire.
And that's it. Ripskis. Well, this is the first thing. So, didn't get the complete 5 waves. That was my shitty setup and not being able to kill them quite fast enough. As far as normal, you get your base damage. And to actually get medals, though, yeah, you apparently need a shit ton of points. So, what they expect you to do, a little bit difficult to say. Pretty sure what they expect you to do is not die and skip the countdown. And that didn't even unlock the US one. You can see progress made, though, on all of your achievements that have trackers. You can see progress made, except for the always remember your first. Alright, that means what we're going to do is we're going to knock it down one. Because here are your difficulties. Hard, normal, easy, very easy. Very easy, of course, is a heavy score penalty. Normal is just no bonus multiplier whatsoever. Easy should be a little bit better for you as far as getting your score. And I'll play one more. Like I said, this is a generic thing.
Approaching mission. Enemies.
And now you can see what I was telling you. If you really wanted to make the waves a little bit easier, you probably could sit here and like keep starting and restarting until you get a easy initial attack path. But that's up to you, whatever you want to do. The first time the attack path was both from the front. The second time the attack path is coming in 2 separate sides, which, needless to say, is going to make it more annoying. Alright, we'll give it a try this time.
Light ground support moving fast. Confirming visual on the enemy.
So they did make it a lot harder to get score in this compared to getting score in like the actual campaign. Getting score in the campaign was super easy to do because you simply had score for completing it. You take a penalty for every time you die, and obviously you can't lose too much core health.
Heavy column destroyed. We're losing this. Squads on the ground are getting hammered. Over.
Is under attack.
And the upgrades that you get to pick from change. So we kind of got crap as far as upgrades are concerned. We'll just take missiles.
Ops team, Romeo, Tango, Zulu.
I wish that was a different story, but it's not. Alright, so for more score, we're gonna skip.
Joining the battle. Humvee team engaging hostile.
Or at least we'll try and skip that.
Towards alien base. Over.
And I'm just gonna set a tower up there for artillery. So since the upgrades are random that you get to choose from, the enemy paths are random. There's a lot of stuff that forces you to change up your style a bit in this. Makes it fun and gives you a fair deal of replayability, but until you can get some more of the defensive upgrades, you're gonna get friggin' shot down a number of times, unfortunately. I like to see tower upgrades. I would have loved to see the artillery tower, or like longer fences, the defensive drone. The defensive drone for your fighter is a lifesaver.
We're taking heavy alien fire.
And unfortunately, though, we're not getting much in the way of tower upgrades here. This is going to be a difficult one. We got the flamethrower tower, and that was all we got.
Additional assault squads in kill box 109er. Regroup and continue the attack.
Impossible.
Come on, let me place down the tower.
Friendlies on the ground are getting pounded.
I'm just continuing to fast forward, trying to hopefully get a little bit better score.
The alien core is possible. Light mobile squad reporting.
Basically what they want you to do is they want you to go through this without dying a single time. That's a little hard. And skipping your build time. If you skip your build time, then, well, you have more score, more bonus. So, I would recommend before you go for the gold medal achievement that you actually just really take your time with it and kind of get used to the maps a bit. There. And you can see there's a royal crap ton of aircraft there, so I'm not going to be able to do much with them shooting me all the time.
Air squads to command. Mission unsuccessful. Abandoning area. Warning. Your health at 75%.
Ground team Zulu.
All we want to do is get past wave 5.
Probably KIA.
I don't have the right weapons though.
We need support.
Okay, what do we have now? Debris collector, time warp, or artillery? I am not getting as much resources as I would like.
Rolling new strike package on alien targets.
And my core health is down more than what I would like, so since it doesn't regen, that's difficult. There's an attack path there and 3 from here.
Moving towards the alien core. Over.
I'll go ahead and bring up
Team engaging hostile.
1 tower there.
Armor squad ready to deploy. The hit is coming.
I don't know why the artillery tower is currently shooting my core. I think it might be a bit glitched out. So, yeah, this game mode can be a bit buggy. Because that artillery tower isn't doing shit right now.
Hostile defenses are too strong. Ground assault is taking a beating. Contact! Contact! We need support!
And now we've got more air support coming in, which
Tank brigade reporting. Leading assault.
I'm not even going to mess with right now. Just trying to keep these ground units down and get as many of the debris as I possibly can.
Hostile defenses are too strong. Ground assault is taking a beating. Buggy's joining the strike team, targeting hostile air units.
Those little buggies are really annoying too.
Air teams are losing. Many casualties. Do you read me?
I'll worry about building additional towers in a minute.
Ground units experiencing casualties. Do you copy? Ground support to command. We're getting slaughtered out here.
Alright, there you go. Like I said, we were going to get an achievement. There is your beat Wave 5 in survival mode. Pretty easy achievement. We dropped the difficulty down to easy just to see. Oh, what can we get? EMP blast, anti-air tower. That doesn't really help too much on this map. And the longer barrier fences, that doesn't really help that much either. I'll take one anti-air tower.
Attack direction west. You're cleared hot. Do you copy?
I've still got that artillery tower that's just annoying the piss out of me right now, shooting my core for some unknown reason. And I will add a second artillery tower there. And another artillery tower there to help cover the core. Skip the extra time.
Mission course with alien core.
It seems like there's an enemy
Anti-air entering the battle zone.
stuck in the core, maybe?
Armored transports on the spot.
Oh, that's really weird.
Deploys as close to the alien core as possible. Mobile mission support unit reporting for battle.
I'm gonna also put a tower up there. Oh, no, don't pound the core. Come on.
Bravo and Charlie air squadrons destroyed. Alpha team in retreat.
Mobile AA support units prepare to fight. Initiating air superiority.
Okay. This is where my core is gonna get pounded really hard.
Ground team Zulu and
My artillery, for some reason, just does not want to actually hit
reporting for duty.
the enemies, so that's going to be because of the glitched APC. I see the APC now. And this is where I'm going to lose a lot of health. If the artillery would focus on the enemies when they're coming in, as opposed to the one glitched out enemy in the core, then it might be a different story in this fight right now. Could be interesting to see how this is done in co-op. If it had online co-op, I would like that a lot more, but it doesn't have online co-op, so yeah. At least not yet.
Ground forces under heavy fire.
Alright. Anti-air laser. Stronger core shields. Oh yeah. We'll give stronger core shields. I wish I had stronger core shields at the start of this.
Authorizing additional assault squads in kill box 109er. Regroup and continue
Of course,
the attack.
we've got an attack coming from two separate directions.
Squads now deployed. Ready to begin sneak attack. APC's moving towards the alien core. Over.
My artillery towers are going to be
Light mobile squad reporting.
of minimal effectiveness, unfortunately.
Infantry squads now deployed. Ready to begin sneak attack.
Change that attack path a bit. I've got flamethrower towers. And I'm just going to be using this lance that gives me a shield pretty much the majority of the time. It's like one of the most powerful things that I can use right now, because I have higher survivability while using it.
Squads on the ground are getting hammered. Over. Infantry joining the battle. Ground
Once you get first, I don't know, 3 waves done, then it seems a little easier to do. These drones, they're going to be a bit of a problem.
Probably KIA.
I'm going to take them down out here.
Tree reporting for duty. The aliens won't know what hit them.
Definitely going to have to get some anti-air fortifications a little bit later.
Shield tanks on the way. Ready to fight in a few seconds.
Sorry for the confusion. This wasn't a general, you must do this. It's a general overview, not a video specific for each achievement. I will do what I can a little bit later.
We're getting slaughtered out here. Heavy column destroyed.
Wow, they brought in heavy tanks as well. Okay.
They're getting shot down.
Heavy shielded tanks. Those, I need my laser towers to deal with those.
Contact.
Those things will wreck your core. And apparently that one's still alive. Okay, then. Anti-air missile tower or laser tower? Ooh, that is a tough decision. I'll take the laser tower.
All forces south of the alien base.
You can see that that core thing ended. Like, the timer ended for that wave, even though there was a enemy unit still alive. Really? I took the laser and it won't give me that upgrade.
Mobile mission support.
Oh.
Reporting for battle.
Okay, then.
Light ground.
Did I get it? Oh, yes, I did. I got it. I got the laser weapon from me. My bad.
Grasshoppers on site.
I didn't read that correctly. That laser weapon is
Shielded tanks entry.
pretty nice. I'm going to set up artillery out there already. And I'm going to set up anti-air for those drones. I'll go back to the best thing that I have, which is that laser weapon, because of how quickly that it charges up with the damage that you take.
Ground assault is taking a beating.
We need air support on station ASAP.
Experiencing heavy losses. Infantry squads now deployed. Ready to begin sneak attack. Ground forces under heavy fire. Shield tanks on the way.
Alright, look at all that debris that we can get now.
We're taking heavy alien fire.
Assault helicopters, 1 click from alien base.
And of course I got helicopters coming in. Well, that's way too many helicopters coming in for my turrets to deal with. These guys will really muck up your core quickly too.
Contact! Contact! We need support!
As you can see, there's swarms of them.
Prepare to fight. Initiating air superiority mission. Buggy's joining the strike team.
It really just depends on if you like this type of game. If you like this type of game, then you should have a lot of fun with it. I'm actually trying to get hit.
Are too strong. Ground assault is taking a beating.
Alright, my turrets should be strong enough to handle that. Oh, no, they're not strong enough to handle that guy right there with the shield.
Column destroyed. We're losing this.
Just be careful, guys. I would say you'd have a lot easier time doing this, but since this is the first patch, the first DLC for the game, they still have a few bugs to sort out, and one of those bugs is the wave ending with units still alive. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. The wave ended with the unit still alive, and the unit ended up inside my core. Now I can get my anti-air missile tower.
Ops team, roll.
Alright, what I'm going to do is move this over here.
To engage.
Obviously, we want the timer bonus, so I'm gonna skip that, but I'm gonna upgrade this one to anti-air as well.
Tanks entering the battle zone. Heading towards alien.
Now we have shielded tanks coming in this way,
Mobile anti-air
and there's no other area for me to use, unfortunately. I don't have laser weapons just yet. So I can't really make too much of a fence for these guys. They're basically just going to be able to come straight in. Which this might be the death of me right here. Because I don't have laser towers. And even with those stronger core shields. Yep, this is game over. This is game set match on wave 8.
ground forces on site. Commencing attack.
I blame my darn artillery towers.
Humvee team engaging hostile. We're taking heavy alien fire. Tank brigade reporting. Leading
I'm gonna get artillery towers and place them farther back.
command. We're getting slaughtered out here.
Assault helicopters ready. On course to alien.
Maybe not. I have a little bit of health left. We might be able to do it.
Ground team Zulu and Tango not responding. Probably KIA.
Assault helicopters ready. On the way to alien base. Air support is being decimated. Do you copy?
Grasshoppers reporting for battle. Jetpacks ready.
I can't wait till I get the actual laser tower itself.
Do you copy?
The laser tower itself is phenomenal as far as
Slaughtered out here.
taking out the heavy units, the heavy ground units.
Targeting hostile air units. APCs moving towards the alien.
Helicopters, they do damage to the core, but they also, they're pretty good if you want to grab a bunch of resources. See how all of my artillery towers, they're not turning to engage the enemies until like the last possible moment. So, that's kind of annoying to say the least. It's one of the reasons why I've taken more damage. I've taken almost all of the core damage at the moment.
Ground team Zulu and Tango not responding. Probably KIA. Squads on the ground are getting hammered. Over.
Yep, it did it again. The wave ended, and there's still 2 units left. Alright, there we go. Laser tower or faster repair speed. I'll take the laser tower.
Rolling new strike package on alien targets.
Alright, directions. Possibly there. Upgrade that to laser tower.
Advancing to target rapidly. Heavy tanks ready.
Oh, that might be a bad thing to have upgraded that. It's engaging the core.
Heading towards alien core installation. Shielded tanks on the way. Ready to fight.
Having that one particular enemy stuck inside the core is... yeah, that's gonna kind of compromise my plan. I say. I am not sure what to do about that one. And these advanced shielded tanks, there's not a lot that I can do about them.
Defenses are too strong. Ground assault is taking a beating. Mobile AA support units prepare to fight. Initiating air
Yeah.
support mission.
This is game over. Well, that just goes to show you that this is buggy as shit. With your artillery towers pounding the hell out of the core, and with the laser towers, again, shooting the one enemy that's stuck in there, it's just like, ugh. Now, what are we going to get? We're going to get a silver medal for that one. That's not bad. So, as I said, we were going to get a minimum of 2 achievements. Always remember your first. Got a survival medal right there. Got a silver medal. So, pretty easy for that one. And then bring me more. Survive 5 waves in survival mode. We actually did higher than that. 114,274 is enough for a silver medal. I would assume this goes the same as the campaign. About 100 for a bronze. 100 and change. I think it's like 110, 113 base for a silver medal. And you need 150 for a gold medal. The only way that I can possibly see getting gold is to skip the countdown more and to not die, because every death is 1,000 penalty, but it's going to be difficult no matter what you do with that. That's just a quick little thing for you. Once you get a medal, and we got to wave 8, then you'll unlock the next map. So I'm going to continue playing through, and I'll come up with a hybrid for you, some way to actually get the gold medals and some way to go for the whole wave 15, because I almost had wave 10 done. And let's see, does it count? No. Just like normal, you can't do the that's a little weird. Silver medals don't count for bronze. But there's also a weird thing that I want everybody to be aware of with this. It says earn 7 bronze medals in survival mode. I believe that would have to be individual games that you play, because there's only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps. So even if you got a bronze medal on each one of the maps, that's not enough to actually get the achievement. So hopefully that's individual games. If it's individual games, that will make your life a lot easier for silver medals and for gold medals, because you could potentially farm the same map using the same strategy over and over again. As I said, I'll do another video for you, try and get you some more information as to what map is the easiest. So for now, my best advice for you is to get the 2, possibly 3 achievements that I was going for and showed in the video, get every one of the maps unlocked, and then find the one that you like the best. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to message me. I'll do my best to answer them for you. Remember, information currently for this DLC is a little bit limited as to the scoring that you need and what counts, whether you can farm the same mission over again for score, for medals. So just bear with it, and if you enjoy the game, you should enjoy this game mode. If you do have any mission as to, or any information as to how much score it requires for a specific medal, feel free to go ahead and post on the video or on the True Achievements guide, and I'm sure your information will be greatly appreciated, and I will make edits to the post and future videos with that information. So, until then, thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like and share the video. It greatly helps out with the searchability of videos here on YouTube. And until next time, stay frosty.